Hey guys, this is God of Politics. We're going to a brand new video, but before we get started with this video, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Twitter and join the Discord. Those are both linked down in the description. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing another episode of my redistricting series. This is episode 8, and I haven't done one of these in quite a while, but I thought what better time to do an episode of this series than now. And I'm going to be doing the state of Oregon, which is a very interesting state because it is gaining a district and it's had some recent revelations over who's going to actually control the process of redistricting. Now, what happened recently was Democrats ceded exclusive control over redistricting, and now they're sharing the redistricting control with the Republicans with a compromise to get them to stop effectively filibustering bills. They would just walk out of the chamber, which does a similar thing to filibustering because it kills bills. You can't get a quorum, you can't get things passed. Republicans agreed to stop that if they can get equal control over redistricting. That is what they now have. If they can't come to an agreement on redistricting, the congressional maps do go to the Supreme Court, whereas the state legislative maps go to the Democratic state Secretary of State. So looking at this, I'm going to be predicting what I think is going to happen. They're gaining a district. They now have 6 districts. I've mapped out where the incumbents live, except for the 3rd district incumbent who lives in Portland. We don't really need to, discuss that. But I'm just going to start with the 2nd district, the largest district in the state by far. And I think it's going to take a lot of the similar counties that it has now. You can see it's effectively the entire eastern part of the state, which is heavily Republican, but it did shift towards Biden in the 2020 election. So it is moving, I wouldn't say moving to the left, but it's not as conservative as it has been at sometimes, especially compared to 2016, which this data set is 2016, just which should be of note. So we need about 143,000 more people here. So let's just turn up the brush size over here. Take this very liberal Ashland area, put it in the district, and it's going to make it likely Republican, but really it's not a district that's going to flip. It's not a district that, barring some ridiculous trend, is going to flip anytime soon. So if we can just take a couple of these precincts out of the district, we should be good. Now again, these are not exact predictions of what's going to happen. This is just giving you guys an idea of what things are going to look like. So if we just take a couple of these precincts out of the district here, actually let's put one of these precincts back here. This should be good. So that's probably what the 2nd district's going to look like. Now, this is already a Republican district, but the 6th district, I think because of this, in part because of this power sharing agreement, is now going to be another Republican district. And you can see here, this area has 353,000 people, which is about half of what it needs. I think it's going to take the entirety of this Lynn County over here, and it's also going to kind of take the eastern portions of this county over here. The rest of it's going to go into the 4th district to keep that a blue district. Now, many of people who were politically involved knew about a candidate named Alex Skarlatos, and he ran against DeFazio for the 4th congressional district in 2020. He's already said he's going to run again, but I think that this is a district that he's probably going to end up running for in 2022. Republicans would like to see this guy in Congress, and he is a candidate that I do think is going to be able to win in a district like this. So we still need 159,000 more people. We can't put this city, Springfield, to the eastern portion of the Eugene area in the district because that is where DeFazio lives. Actually, we're going to have to fix a couple of these precincts. Now, I'm putting most of these precincts in the district because, we don't know exactly where DeFazio lives, but he lives somewhere in this city of Springfield. And we've got a couple of split precincts here, which I will sort out because, it always does look weird, but it's just for video, so things don't have to look completely exact, but you do get the point of this. It'll take portions over there. It'll probably take a couple of these precincts over here just to keep some compactness about it, which is one of the required things, I do believe. So he needs 129,000 more people here. I think it's going to take a large portion of the red precincts of this county because Republicans are going to want this to be a Republican district. Now, just for time's sake, I've actually finished the rest of this district here. So you can see that this district's a very, very Republican district, 27 points in 2016. Now, it wouldn't be as much in 2020, but it's still a very Republican district. Now, the 4th district is going to take the much bluer parts of Lane County, making it very Republican over here. It's going to take the 2 counties to the north of it, which still does not meet all the population, and then it's probably going to take the Salem area over here. So I've actually put all that area into the district, and it'll look something like this. It goes from a lean Republican district, actually R+1 on PVI, to a very, very Democratic district, plus 17. So we've done half of the districts already, 1 Democratic, 2 Republican, and the rest of it is pretty straightforward. It'll look quite similar to the current district, which is over here. Now, I think this district is going to obviously have to have less people because it's grown a lot, and of course there is an additional district, but it will still take these areas, I do believe, and that's going to make up most of the population. It only needs 8,000 more people. Now, I do think we might have to actually change a little bit of the 4th district, but we can do that in a little bit. Let's just add a couple of these precincts to this district, and then it should be good. So we just add these precincts, and then that's probably what the 1st district will look like. Now, to have some more compactness, I've taken some of those precincts out of the 4th district and I've put it into this county here, Yamhill County, but the 5th district is going to take a lot of the counties that it already does. And as you can see, when it takes those counties, it does become a blue district with a lot of the similar counties that it does here. Looks quite similar, looks a little bit cleaner, and I think that's what they will do because it does need to satisfy a lot of the requirements that they have. Now, this is what I've made the rest of the district look like. I haven't actually taken the bluest parts of this district. I've only kept it at D plus 3.3 percentage points in 2016, which probably would be about D plus 7 or 8, maybe even more in 2020. Now, the reason I did that is, 1, I think that's what Republicans are going to want, and 2, Kurt Schrader, the incumbent, might even want that because he doesn't want a primary challenge when you have a bluer district. That becomes a little bit more likely, so I think it'll take blue precincts to avoid it being a Republican district, but not the bluest precincts, which are pretty much all going to go into the 3rd district here, the Portland area, finishing off the rest of the districts where we have a total of 6 districts, 4 Democratic, 2 Republican, with 1 Republican district which is about R plus 16 and a Democratic district which is about D plus 3, which would have gotten a lot more Democratic in 2020, which they may actually make this a little bit more Democratic, but again, this is just giving a little bit of a gist and a little bit of an idea of what things are going to look like. So thank you all for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Twitter and join the Discord. Those are both linked down in the description. But again, guys, thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you guys later.